posted a picture on Instagram asking for questions for a Q&A, and a lot of you guys had questions, and if you are not following me on Instagram and Twitter, you would have missed that, so you wouldn't have sent in your questions, and then I wouldn't have answered your questions, which is a sad day for everyone. So make sure you're following me on Instagram and Twitter so that next time I ask for questions, you can be included in the next Q&A video. Really quick before we get started, I wanted to say one more time that I am going to be at VidCon next weekend, but I don't know when this video is going to go up, so just like, I'm going to be at VidCon very soon. If you see me there, please, please, please come say hello. I didn't think that I had enough people to set up a meetup, but if there's like at least, I don't know, 7, then maybe I will do a meetup like a Starbucks or something. So please let me know if you're going to VidCon and I can try and figure something out, maybe. But if you see me, just please don't hesitate to come say hi. I would love to meet you. Maddie C asks, what advice do you have for people going into their freshman year of high school? I feel really, really lucky to be attending a high school that I feel is pretty, like, it's not typical, it's atypical from the usual high school setting. It's very, you know, the public school, it's not like an actually different school, but just the social setting is very, very different from my middle school, for example. At my middle school was awful, honestly. Middle school, there were some, like, really severe issues with cliques. Like, there was this one group of super popular girls, and it wasn't that they were, like, directly mean, like, they wouldn't gang up on people or anything like that, but it was very, like, if one girl didn't like someone who wasn't in their clique, the entire group didn't like that person, and it was just very catty and kind of like a war zone, honestly. It was just not, it wasn't good, and I was expecting high school to be like that, but worse, because of what you hear about high school being so, you know, popularity based and whatnot, and it really isn't. I think it depends maybe on the size of your high school. I feel like if it's a bigger school, you have more freedom to kind of be you and like find your group that you like to be with. For social things, I think it depends on the school, on what your experience will be, but at the same time, high school is kind of a time where you can branch out, you can make new friends, you can do whatever you want, and there's so many opportunities with like it sounds really lame, but clubs and sports and stuff, if you get involved, you're gonna make new friends, you're gonna have a new friend group, and if you don't feel like you want to stick with the kids you were with in middle school, or if you just feel like you want to create new connections, it's really, really easy to do that in high school. Make sure you go to like social things, like homecoming is usually in the fall or the winter, and you know, football games and things like that. Make sure you're going and like getting out and like not being a hermit trying to do all your homework at once, because you can get the homework done kind of whenever, and honestly it's gonna be more beneficial for you in the long run if you go out and make sure you're like making friends and making connections and kind of solidifying a spot for yourself in the whole social realm of your school. I hope that answered that question. I'm not sure what exactly we needed advice on there, but just don't worry about it too much, have fun, make friends, you'll be fine. Scylla sent me a bunch of questions. The fave genre of music, you wouldn't really, I don't know, guess it, but like somewhere between rap, dubstep, chill step, and trap. Oh, and EDM too. It's electronic stuff. I like remixes that are like electronic. I hope that, okay, so like if you think about the brand, or not the band, the duo, the group, Odessa, which I'm sure you all know. If you Google them, you'll find them. You'll know those songs. And what else? Like Adventure Club. Just like, you'll figure out what I mean. Yeah, electronic kind of stuff. Are you good at rock climbing? No. I've only ever been rock climbing indoors, like at birthday parties and stuff, like at jungle gyms, and I'm not good at it at all. Ever owned a pair of Crocs, and what color? Yes, I loyally wore pink Crocs for like 3 years probably. Favorite Halloween costume you've worn? I was a Catwoman for Halloween. I think it was 3rd grade. And you know, it was before I understood that like Catwoman was like a sex symbol. I just sort of like, I liked cats and I thought she was pretty cool. And so I wore, you know, like black shoes, black socks, black tights, black shirt, and then I had bought this like black cat mask, and I might still have it somewhere actually. If I can, I'll like show you right now because that'd be pretty cool. But I took Elmer's glue and I made like rings all around it, just like going, like spiraling into the center, and I put silver glitter all over it. So I just had like rings of silver glitter all over my face. It was pretty cool. I was pretty proud. Catherine asks, what places have you gone / do you want to visit? By the way, I love you and your videos so much. Thank you, Catherine. I love you too, and I'm so glad you like my videos. Places I've gone. So I've pretty much stayed in the United States of America. I've been to Canada once when I was 5, and I vaguely remember it. And I went to Beijing, China, when I was in 6th grade, which I do definitely remember. That was a really cool trip. But in the US, I've been to almost all 50 states because we've driven cross country twice, and we took different routes each time. And it was like back and forth, so we took like 4 different routes. So I've seen quite a bit of the United States. Where do I want to go? I want to go to Europe, and we're planning a Europe trip, which will happen hopefully before I graduate high school. I want to see France, and I want to see England, and I want to see Ireland. I want to see like all of Europe basically. I really want to go to Australia, and I know, like, I don't know why I want to go to Australia really. I just like, it seems like a very nice place to be. It seems very sunny. Nikki asks, what's your favorite quote and explain why? Okay, I'm a big quote person. I'm like very, very into quotes. I actually have a whole board on Pinterest that's it's called Words, that you guys can follow me on Pinterest down below. I'll link my Pinterest down below if you want to see. I have like so many favorite quotes. Oh, actually, okay, this board right here, I literally just finished it today. It's on my room tour. I have to finish filming this, so keep an eye out for that. But that says, hey you, too much thinking, not enough doing. And it's very simple, but it's very like a reminder, don't overthink things, just do stuff, like just go for it. So that's favorite right now, but it changes like every day, so just like, yeah, that's a cool one. Nicole asks, favorite song at the moment, favorite TV show, and what's #1 on your bucket list? Favorite song, oh, okay, Sick Kick is a remix channel here on YouTube, and I think they're like bigger than that, like they have a SoundCloud and everything. I'm not really sure what their whole status is, but they did a remix of Beyonce's Survivor. It is so cool, and if you don't like the genre of music that I do, you won't think it's that cool, but I really like it. Favorite TV show, I started watching Orange is the New Black on Netflix, and oh my gosh, it is so good. It's so good. So I'm on season 1 still. I'm at the very end of season 1, so don't spoil anything for me. Like, I already know stuff because like Twitter, which sucks that I know stuff, but it's a really, really good show. If you need a summer TV show, I highly recommend Orange is the New Black. #1 on my bucket list, I don't know. I don't really have a bucket list, I guess. I mean, I think it's really important to like know what you want to do before you like leave Earth, but at the same time, I kind of feel like every day you should just do as much as you can. I have to think about that one for a second. I might have a different answer to this like later, but actually the #1 thing that I would like to do, like to have happen, is to meet one of you guys, and not somebody who I know, you know, from my hometown or from my school, like someone who I've never met before, who only knows me from my videos. Like if I were at VidCon, say, and I met a subscriber, or if I were on my Europe trip and I met a subscriber, I think that would be just the most amazing thing. And also, this is like kind of a side note, but I recently found out that my videos are being watched in every single country in the world, which is insane. Like absolutely insane that I'm being watched in basically every geographic like possible situation. And so I guess I would like to just be somewhere and meet one of you guys and like talk to you and get to know you, because you guys know a lot about me, but I don't know a lot about you. And I don't know, I think that would be really awesome. And that might sound really cheesy, but like I know it's gonna happen someday, and I'm so looking forward to it. And yeah, whoever is the first subscriber that I meet, you're gonna get a huge hug and like a scream. Amira asks, when's your birthday? December 5th. I am a December baby. I was supposed to be born on Christmas, but what you gonna do? Hey guys, so I'm editing this video, and I realized that there's a lot of questions that I didn't get to that you guys asked on both Twitter and Instagram that I didn't get to, but there were 3 that I just saw that I really want to address just really quickly. So first of all, Bennett asks, if you could only have one beauty product for the rest of your life, what would it be? That's very, very easy. It would be the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. It is the one foundation that I've found that #1 doesn't move throughout the day, which is really wonderful and different, and it also just like is a very full coverage, covers acne really well, covers redness really well, and I just love it. Even in the summer, it doesn't move, and it's a great foundation. It's wonderful, definitely worth the price, and I usually apply with a beauty blender, but you could definitely use your fingers. Rebecca asks, what's been your biggest motivation to keep pushing forward through life and actually achieving your goals? Okay, so I don't know, recently, I don't know how long it's been, but I've just sort of adopted the mentality of living in the moment and trying to not live with any regrets. And I think that my biggest motivation to keep going with whatever I'm doing, be that videos or schoolwork or fitness or relationships or anything, is just realizing that every day is a new day. You're not always going to have a tomorrow. Someday you're going to die. You don't know when that day is. As hard as, like, as weird as that sounds, being like a teenager, you really don't know what's going to happen. And so I try to live every day so that whatever I leave undone, I would be okay with my life ending without being done. Like, let's say that tonight somebody, breaks into my house and kills me. Am I okay with how I'm leaving this earth? Like, that's how I want to live. And so to live and try and live fulfilling your goals, I guess, it's really imperative that you keep pushing towards whatever your main goal is in life. It's really imperative that every day you work on whatever it is that you want to achieve. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. I'm emphasizing with my hands, but living without regrets and working towards your goals all the time simultaneously just sort of go hand in hand. So I just try to live every day to its fullest and just live, I don't know how you would, just freely, I guess. And I love work. Maybe that's abnormal. I don't know. I love a feeling of accomplishment. I love a feeling of I've gotten something done. And I guess my main goal in life right now is succeeding with YouTube. And there's so many rewarding aspects to YouTube, but there's no reason not to do it. It's difficult at times. It takes a lot of my time. It is the majority of where I spend my time. But I get so much out of it that it's really worth it. So I think that once you find something that you really enjoy doing and that you're getting a lot out of, it becomes a lot easier just to keep going and just keep working harder and accomplishing more and doing cool things. And finally, David asks, if you could punch anyone in the face, who would it be? That is very easy. I believe that any guy or girl, anybody in a relationship who thinks that it's okay to sabotage that relationship by cheating, whether that, whatever your definition of cheating is, whether that's talking to somebody else, whether that's texting somebody else, whether that's kissing somebody else, or actually dating somebody else, they all deserve a punch in the face. Oh no, she didn't. Oh yes, she did. Those are all the questions I'm going to answer for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you want to have your question possibly featured in the next video. Once again, please come say hi at VidCon if you see me. And also, once again, I'm going to be having a big giveaway when I hit 10,000 subscribers. So make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, that you tell your friends about it, tell your grandma, tell your babysitter, tell anybody who has a computer, please, maybe. I already started shopping for the giveaway and it's gonna be real good. It's gonna be real good. I'm also starting a new thing over on Twitter called Subscriber of the Week, where every week I'm gonna pick a subscriber who is an active commenter on videos, and if you guys leave me your Twitter handles, or if you tweet me saying, hey, I left a comment on your new video, I will pick somebody every week to have a subscriber of the week and just give you a little shout out on Twitter, and I'll follow you. So if you want to be chosen for that, either leave your Twitter handle in the comments or tweet me saying that you just commented, etc., etc. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Other than that, I have nothing else to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you next time. Bye!